Hello everybody, it's Chibi, and today I'm here to bring you an anime review on Yuri Kuma Episode 6, or Shabadadu Kuma Shock. So, this episode, I want to say, at the end, those girls, girls that are trying to force Kurtaha to give up on her love, oh my god, I just want to see Kurtaha slap them so fucking hard. Like, when I was watching this episode and I was seeing what they were doing to her and they were manipulating her and giving her peer pressure and stuff like that, I was just getting so pissed off. Like, more pissed off than I should, because seeing how they were treating her, and then they were trying to act like her friends, and then eventually, they turned against her, burnt down the lilies that they made, Kurtaha and Sumika made. That pissed me off so much. I'm like, oh, you little bitches. Like, straight up, that pissed me off. It really did, because just seeing how Kurtaha as a character, how she cherished that garden along with her friend, and then the way she read this letter, and she realized that this letter was technically written by them, and to point towards them to be the new friends, even though they just denied her, and they twist everything trying to pretty much make fun of and torture Kurtaha in a sense of fashion. Like, oh my god. The bullying was unreal in this episode. Like, yo, that's some fucked up shit. So, this episode, there is a lot of things you can take from this episode, but one of the main things that you can really take from this episode that is of major value is the book. The little, I guess colored book, the little book that's made for children. Well, in the book that we find out Kurtaha Mother's made a long time ago before she died, and it's the only book in existence, this book represents the Moon Kingdom and the, Forest Kingdom, or the Forest Girl and the Moon Girl. And we find out through the story's progression is that the Moon Girl represents Kurtaha's mother, and then the Forest Girl represents Genko. And what was really interesting about the dialogue in this storybook is that supposedly Kurtaha's mother, she got the actual pendant, like the little star pendant, from her mother, and it passed on. And then eventually when she got this pendant, it fell from the sky into Genko's hands. And to see this, I was like, whoa. And then when they start talking about the severance, like the wall of severance, like they didn't specifically say the wall of severance, but they said I guess a barrier between the worlds or whatever. And when they climbed down the ladders and stuff and they got to the wall or whatever, they saw each other's reflection, and then they had to shoot their past self to be able to cross the wall. I like that little bit of sense of symbolism and stuff right there. Like, that's really nice. Like, shoot your past self to be able to overcome and go to a new journey. That's what I got out of the mirror scene that was used with the past reflection, and I like that a lot. I really do. And so to see how that development was placed in this episode, I have to give props. The episode was fucking good. So, Genko's new love now, as we can easily tell, is Kurtaha, and it's because she now has the pendant, and she wanted to cross the wall to be able to find the person that dropped the pendant. And to see that, I'm quite happy the way the story is starting to actually finally get a more grand scope of things. Like, you can easily grasp on what is going on, and I feel like that's what's really happening right now in these past couple episodes. Like, the story is starting to solidify into an actual straight path now, instead of, being all this, weird shit all over the place. It's finally starting to settle into what the real themes of the series is about. Promise kisses, true love, will you give up on love, sexuality, peer pressure, and bullying, and stuff like that. That's pretty much the main concepts of the story, as we can see that's been displayed on the table. And that's pretty much what this episode once again tries to represent. So, how do you all feel about this episode? I mean, how do you feel about the ending conclusion with Genko, saving Kurtaha? How do you feel about the lilies getting burnt by those girls, those bullies? I mean, how do you feel about them? Did you want to let me know in the comments below? I love y'all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.